Woody Taylor was the only officer left with the company. He led the troops to the crest of the hill, fighting as a rifleman himself. The Chinese were on the run, and Battalion ordered Baker 1-7 to keep after them. The troops were frozen and exhausted, but Woody pushed them on. Late in the day, they reached their objective. With their small number, they set a tight perimeter on the high ground, overlooking the gap in the road that the engineers would bridge the next day. So they get that target secure, they get that hilltop, and now they're overlooking the gap where the engineers are going to build that bridge, and they set into a security perimeter. Woody Taylor put the weary company on 50% watch against the enemy assault he knew would come in the dark. It was the coldest night that the men had yet endured, a reported 30 degrees below zero. The wind howled at them in every direction, all through the unbearably cold hours until dawn. Taylor and Sergeant Richard moved from man to man to assure that no one froze to death. A detail of Korean soldiers who had been attached to the army arrived to bolster the perimeter, but most of them filtered away during the night. Several times, Marines heard the enemy moving around their lines in the darkness, but no attack came. Woody put out patrols early in the morning before light. Within 100 yards of the line, they found dozens of frozen Chinese soldiers whose feet and hands were frozen to ice. The extreme cold had been on our side, holding back the attack. And the next day, Woody Taylor brought the remnants of the company down from the hills, marched them across the bridge and into the shelter of the town of Chinhong-ni. Their battle ended there. Sergeant Richard took roll call. His final count was 27 men. $27 and that's out of the original 200 plus men of the company, and then on top of that another 100 replacements that filled their ranks in this battle. So that's 300 men, and only 27 remained. 27. Now, few of us will ever face those kind of odds. And few of us are ever going to face those hellish demands. Few of us will ever stare at hell like these men did. But I want you to think about something. I want you to imagine. Imagine what we can accomplish if we apply even a fraction of the will that these men displayed, the iron will. A will that is stronger than their bodies, a will that is stronger than their minds. Because clearly, let's face it, their bodies were broken. And their minds, in many cases, were broken. And they didn't want to go on. But their will prevailed. will. Will conquers all. And our will is delivered through discipline. And as Joe Owen stated many times in the book, sometimes the only thing that pressed them on was discipline. Discipline. The discipline to push yourself. And you know, we are all capable of more. I am capable of more. You are capable of more. You can overcome the obstacles and the challenges and the enemy, and you can overcome your own weaknesses. And you can overcome your own desire to quit. Let these men be our examples of how to fight and how to use your will and how to drive on, and let these men be our examples of how to live. And don't let these men down. And I think that's all I've got for tonight. Echo, if you want to give me a second here to recover and talk about some stuff over there, I'd be much obliged.
Yeah, man. This could be one of the rougher of transitions.
Yeah. You know, it's you got to remind yourself, this is a book. Mm-hmm. This happened. Mm-hmm. This has happened. This happened. And the fact that these guys could endure this and fight on, if that doesn't give you the inspiration that you need to step past whatever pathetic little challenges in front of you, you're wrong. Don't listen to this podcast anymore. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, it's easy to forget it because of the kind of the contrast of your problem or whatever you want to call it, your challenge, your task, right, your issue that you're trying to overcome, and then contrast with basically the luxury that you live in. And that luxury is kind of put on you this kind of way of feeling on a habitual level. So now you're faced with this task, comparatively
habitual comfort is what we experience.
Yes,
habitual comfort.
Exactly right. Someone that gets tested.
I woke up early in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, I worked out real hard and sweated a lot. Like, okay, really? Is that all I got? I need to step it up, man.
Yeah,
I need to step it up.
Yeah, and I woke up early in the morning, or I didn't get that much sleep, so my day is hard.
Cool.
Or
your foot's not freezing off of your body.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what's incredible about this is every single time you go, damn, I'm glad they made it out of that. They didn't make it out of anything. They're still just surrounded.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's interesting is when you do remind yourself of this kind of stuff, like right now, if anyone feels the way I do, I feel like, I feel pretty much rejuvenated when I kind of flash back to my life for a second. Yeah, I'm like, oh man,
I'm kind of stoked.
Yeah, I can go, if I got to work out, I'm going to crush that workout because I got all my limbs right now. They didn't freeze off all this stuff. So the point there is when you are reminded of real adversity, whether you remind yourself or a book or something you see or hear about, it gives you that added will to to overcome.
Yeah, maybe you actually can take some of their will.
Yeah.
You can learn it.
Yeah.
You can learn it. You can say, "Oh, you know what? Oh, I'm cold right now." You're not cold.
Yeah.
You are not cold.
Yeah.
You are not. You're tired right now? No, you are not tired.
Nope.
You're afraid right now? No, you are not afraid. Learn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Learn.
You just
increase your will through knowledge. It's a real thing.
Yep, it's true. And when you do, my point being, when you do remind yourself of this kind of stuff, man, it helps. It'll help you do whatever it is, or overcome the fact that
because you realize that human beings are capable of
way more
than what you know.
Yep.
More than I know. I'm capable of more than what I've done. I'm going to do more.
Yep.
I'm going to get after it harder. That's what I take away from these kind of books. Obviously, besides there's incredible tactical lessons in there, there's incredible leadership, but the testament of human will is unbelievable. Unbelievable testament to human will.